Welcome back to Steele and Vance. And Linda, we are going to have some very interesting municipal political analysis coming up here.
Say that 3 times really, really fast.
I can't. Hold on.
Well, okay, yeah, have a little drink first. We've been talking about the civic election, and there were lots of surprises right across the province. But in Vancouver, it was so fun to watch on election night because, well, let's just have a look at one person in particular who was having a great time on Saturday night, and that is Ken Sim. You were looking at the mayor-elect of Vancouver. It was a super majority sweep of ABC right across the board. Ken Sim and 7 of his council members, I think, the park board, school trustees, bam.
All of it. And we got to get to what we watched unfold. I should note, we should say happy birthday to the mayor-elect. He had his birthday just days after becoming mayor. And, you know, when he was his comms team and he were getting back to us when we were trying to, you know, get him on, he will be joining us on Steele and Vance coming up. But I got a text back at like 4:27 in the morning. I don't think he slept yet.
Probably not.
There's a lot to cover off, and maybe
there was some really super interesting stuff in regards to school trustees, and we have a very special guest right now. As Jody said, it's kind of like getting the team back together.
Bam.
Right.
Drex,
Yeah.
the host of Drex on Jack.
Thought I'd never have to see the side of you two again, but here we are.
Used to be my co-host at CKNW, and you also co-hosted, and you were his best lady at his wedding, and all that kind of stuff. But you were a super agitator in a good way.
Oh my God,
super
yes.
agitator on Twitter during the election.
Oh yeah, we shut down a political party.
Tell
with
the
a
story.
hashtag.
Tell us what happened.
So the NPA stupidly decided to get a low-quality person to run as mayor with a bunch of other somewhat low-quality people running the political party.
Okay.
And they got called out for it. So I started this hashtag, which was hashtag Know Your Candidate, where I highlighted bad candidates. So
Like
anti-Soji,
okay.
you know, people that just, you know, wanted to shut down everything, wanted to ban everything. I would just point out, hey, listen, have you seen this person? You should know about this person. Hashtag Know Your Candidate. They're
Do some
bad.
research.
Be careful.
Yeah.
And it seemed to have worked.
Yeah, well, the NPA, I mean, what is happening to that party? Because it's basically collapsed.
There's going to be a funeral. And in lieu of flowers, you can make a donation to a great LGBTQ charity.
Oh,
I love that idea. I love that idea.
We should talk about that.
Let's do, because the intolerance piece, and we can circle back to some of what went down, the controversy through Twitter. If people don't follow you on Twitter, they absolutely should. Drex is an amazing social media
At Drex.
At Drex, D-R-E-X.
Yeah.
And obviously, mornings on 96.9 Jack FM. Excellent listening. Hi to the crew there. Hi, Lena. Hi, Bobby.
They're in bed.
Yeah, they're not even watching. But anyway.
So one of the things that you talk a lot about is these extremists, these fringe groups, these homophobes, the anti-Soji, the ones that the Barry Neufelds of the world.
Let's look at a picture of Barry Neufeld, just so everyone knows who we're talking about.
There he is. That's
this
Barry.
is a Chilliwack trustee who has caused no end of grief over the years because he's anti-Soji, he's a homophobe, he's transphobic.
He tried to sue the head of the BCTF, Glenn Hansman, a couple of years back.
Still in court. It's still in court.
It's still in court.
Yeah.
And he is gone. He is finished. And we've gone from one side of this to the complete other, which is getting rid of someone like Barry Neufeld and replacing him with a queer person.
Well, and let's see this picture. So this is a new school trustee in Chilliwack. This is Terry Westerby.
Yep.
I believe Canada's first openly trans man elected to a school board.
Isn't that
amazing? Is that correct?
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
incredible. How do we go? Why do you think there was such a massive shift from Barry Neufeld to Terry Westerby?
A school trustee is not meant to suck up all the oxygen in the room when it comes to the media. Their job is to go, okay, what's happening here? Are we doing this right? Keep an eye on things. Their job isn't to go in there and change the way that the Ministry of Education does stuff. That's literally not their job. And there were so many people who were running on, I want to change this about the platform. I want to change this about the platform. That's not your job. You don't know what you're running for politically if you don't understand what the job is.
Isn't your job to protect children and to make them feel safe in the classroom?
Absolutely.
So if you're spewing a bunch of crap about anti-Soji, anti-gay, how is that making children, how is that a good thing for a school trustee to be doing?
It's not. It doesn't make queer kids feel safe. There's a 12-year-old boy or girl or other out there right now going, oh, what's going on with my body? I don't understand things. What am I thinking? Why do I find that person attractive and not this person? Because they're figuring out who they are.
Right.
And the entire point of that is to go, it's okay for you to be you. You're going to get there.
And Soji 123,
Yeah.
to be clear, is is teaching kids about how to have that community, how to create a safe place and space for all children. It's about that. But I want to get with you on the extremists who wish to crush that type of thinking, sneaking into politics through the trustee.
Yeah, there's a group that was set up by a couple of former people that were involved with the Conservative Party of Canada, and also not Pierre Poilievre, but Maxime Bernier, the PPC, where they would run a political party and help candidates that kind of aligned with the things that they thought were right. So taught them how to put up signs, how to actually campaign. I'm here to tell you that none of those people are school trustees. That plan did not work.
But because Chilliwack, I used to wonder, why is Chilliwack so, right?
Well, you got to remember from Abbotsford on, and look, I'll say this, a lot of people know that as the Bible Belt of BC.
No doubt.
No one will openly say that on the radio or the television.
You just did.
Here we are saying it now. And I get that. It's okay to, be religious, but people think that once you get into the Bible Belt of BC, the rules are somewhat different. But you've got to remember that all of those people are influenced by what's around them. They can see the media coming here from Vancouver.
Right.
And the
like, "Well, hang on a
demographic of
second."
people moving out there. Because the affordability crunch in Vancouver,
Yes.
the demographics have changed in all of the suburbs.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
It is an incredible thing that I think you've done. I want to touch on one more thing that happened to you. When you were attacked on Twitter, somebody came for your job.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a couple of people. One from inside the NPA as well.
Wanted you to be fired?
Wanted me to be fired. In fact, was counseling a member of their political party to, one, complain to my boss and then complain directly to the CRTC.
Wow.
Nothing that I'd said had fallen outside of fair comment, something that you'd taught me about when we were doing talk radio. So we crushed these people. We don't want these people running for political office, and they have no right to be there.
You crushed them with the truth.
And a hashtag.
And a hashtag, know your candidate.
Okay, and so on Twitter, @Drex, Drex, this is a dude who's got a lot of opinions and interesting ones.
So many of them.
You know what? Educated ones. You got to get back into talk radio.
Just keep coming back here. Want to be our regular?
Yeah, he's
If
not
I'm
sure.
sick,
Show
you can
me-
fill in for me. If
Show me
Linda's
the-
not here, you can.
Show me the money.
Yeah, right.
I'll show you the money. It comes in the
not gonna
form of the
happen.
delicious
Cheers.
beverage.
Maybe
This
some
is-
shoes.
This is lovely.
All right.
Pet,
Thank you
oh
so-
wait, yeah, because
What?
we got to ask him about it. Have you ever had a pet custody problem?
Oh my God, I babysit my ex's pet all the time.
There you
The
go.
little Rocco.
Yeah,
Rocco.
all the time.
Well, there you go. Because that's what's coming up next. Drex from Drex on Jack. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, ladies.
See you again. We are going to be talking about pet custody because breaking up is never easy, but what do you do when you share a pet? Who gets it? This is challenging. We are going to have a legal expert in animal law joining us when we come back.